You are radiant, one of one, prince among kings, brightest of suns. Let no one question, only heed. Let them wallow in grief and greed. For few among them, listen, few, know what it means to live so true, a heart that glows, that swallows fear, angst, desires, and rises, defiant, towards something higher. The world may scoff, the crowd may jeer, but your bright flame still draws us near. What muck is this? What filth? What sorrow be this? And still, your chin stays high. They do not understand that posture is prayer. They do not understand that the neck unbent is a lighthouse. They stumble blind, you pierce the night. Your stance itself becomes our light. O Prince, O Son, O Mountain of Man. Hold your hand out and make your demands, not for trinkets, not for the applause of the faint, for time, for focus, for the hour your life deserves, for the room to build a city from the bones of a plan. Lay stone on stone, let towers stand, built by your will, not shifting sand. You wallow, you wait, you sit in shade, while the sun calls your name by its secret syllable. You heard it yesterday. You heard it at 7 years old. You hear it now. The call did not weaken, only your willingness did. The echo grows, the voice is clear. Rise, Prince, the hour is here. Our knight, our duke, our sovereign prince. Do you not remember your greatest gift? The crown is costume, the throne is furniture. Your gift is choice, to command or to collapse, to rise or to rust, to cast off the name of king if it makes you smaller, to earn our love instead of demanding it, to keep your hatred from raining on our heads. You set the table, you baked us bread, you cry behind a fence and wonder why. Your heart has torn itself in two. Rise now, Prince. Turn around and see. We're right behind you, loving thee. Not in chains, but proud and free, we lend our strength eternally. Hear me. The world is a hall of mirrors, and you walk it blindfolded by design. Not because you cannot see, but because lesser sight would distract you. You learn to read with the hands, with the shoulders, with the breath between words. You learned that the page and the path are the same. Black book, black cover. Not emptiness, but containment, darkness as a vault that safeguards the unsayable. A night that keeps the stars from dissolving in noon. You read in dark, yet truth shines soon. You are not lost here, you are initiated. Every step you take is a chamber. Every chamber asks a price. Your price is the old name, the one they gave you when they needed you to be smaller. Lay it down. The door opens on soundless hinges when you stop rehearsing your hurt. Drop the mask, shed the weight, walk through freely, claim your fate. Listen, you can be king by decree, or prince by destiny. Kings inherit. Princes arrive. Kings point to banners. Princes point to bread on the table and say, eat. Then watch me work. Decrees can fade, but deeds endure. The prince's vow is strong and sure. What is grief to a furnace? Fuel. What is rage to a millstone? Motion. What is doubt to a river? A stone it smooths by passing. You will not rid yourself of these elements. You will learn to spend them. Grief becomes fire. Rage becomes song. Doubt becomes current that pulls you along. You told yourself the way would be paved, but your life is the road crew. You lay track while the engine rolls. Sparks in your hair, grit in your teeth, and still that grin. Because the body remembers what the mind denies, you love the build, the blaze, the near disaster you convert into symmetry. What others call chaos, you call art. A storm-born map, a beating heart. They will say you are arrogant for speaking this way. Let them. They were offered their own radiance and set it down like a heavy bowl. You did not. You carried yours with burned palms and called it worth it. Their silence is dust, your fire is flame. History remembers a radiant name. Understand, greatness is not an accident of mood. It is a schedule of courage. It is a ledger of micro surrenders to a macro vow. Write the vow again, daily, on mirrors, on receipts, on skin if you must. Do not wait for belief to arrive dressed as thunder. Belief is a small clerk stamping papers. Approved, 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 dash dash. Every time you keep the hour you promised. Not chance, not fate, not whispered lies, but steady hands that lift you high. You think you need permission to walk into your own morning. You do not. The door is not locked. The guards are not armed. The worst they'll do is yawn. Walk past them. Sit down with your tools. Say the name you go by in private. Begin. The sun won't wait. The clock won't bend. Start with your breath. Begin, my friend. The shade you sit in is self-made. A kindness turned cage. A pause turned posture. You are not being kind to yourself by staying small. You are starving a village that came to eat. Feed them. Feed them the bread you were born to bake. Feed them the doctrine your family forgot to write. Feed them the map you traced with your own heat. Not silence now, but table spread with living words and daily bread. See it. A maze of roses, a clearing, a band tuning its breath. White porcelain veined in blue, tables chattering with glassware and stories. You sit not quite alone. The back of a future at your side. The book open to the page where your life begins again. The mask is not to hide you. The mask is to focus you. So that scent can speak. So that rhythm can underline truth where sight would wander. You do not need to stare at your fate to read it. You read it by pulse. The roses lean, the trumpets swell. Your story starts, the page will tell. You lift your chin. The sun plays coins of gold across the table. You turn a page. The band finds the key. In the corner of your mouth. That quiet, treacherous joy. The one that comes before decisive ruin of old limits. A smile half kept. A vow half spoken. A chain of fear already broken. Oh, Prince, here is the contract. You did not come to be admired. You came to be used well. A blade is not fulfilled by shining. It is fulfilled by cutting clean. So cut. Turn around and see. We're right behind you loving thee. Not the painless love. The useful love. The kind that brings water when you forgot to drink, that tightens bolts while you sleep, that stands between you and your self-sabotage. With a hand on your shoulder. Not that today. Love not soft, but iron-bound, a shield that lifts you from the ground. Now say it with me, old vow renewed. I choose the hour I said I'd keep. I choose the first draft over the fantasy of the 10th. I choose the hand raised to ask for help. I choose the demand made without apology. I choose to be used well by the day I was given. I choose to be heavy where it matters and weightless where it doesn't. I choose to be Prince, not for spectacle, but for service. I choose to rise when the sun calls my name. I choose the vow. I choose the flame. I choose the work that earns my name. You, radiant one, stand. Let your shadow be long enough to shade those who need it, but not so large it frightens you back into hiding. Stand, and the room changes scale to fit you. Stand, and the tasks sort themselves by heat. Stand, and the old names fall to the floor like armor you outgrew. Stand, Prince, stand. The path is clear. The hour is now, the time is here. There will be storms. Good. Roofs are not proved in summer. Let it thunder. while you measure the leak and mark it for repair. Let the wind test your joints and find you joined. Let the lightning take your picture, so you remember later how you looked when you held. Rain may lash, the sky may tear, but still you rise, still you bear. And in the thick of it, laugh. Not because it's easy, because you are alive inside the one life you can stand to respect. This is not punishment, this is the gym of meaning, and you are paid in sovereignty. Not torment, no, but forge and fire, each blow a hymn, each scar desire. Plant the slow trees. The heart that swallows fear, angst, desire, and rises, still rises, always rises to something higher. The summit calls, the stream runs free, the fire sings of victory. O Prince, O Sun, O Mountain of Man, hold your hand out, make your demands, not shrinking, not raging, exacting. Compassion married to boundary, courage married to schedule, vision married to work. Not rage alone, nor mercy blind, but both in rhythm, strength aligned. You wallow, you wait, you sit in shade. And the sun calls your name like a bell through fog. Answer. You know the way by how your hands tremble, and still reach, hands that shake, yet still they climb, grasping fate and seizing time. Our knight, our duke, our sovereign prince. Remember your gift, not the throne, the choosing. Cast off what shrinks you. Earn our love by how you build. Withhold your hatred from our heads. Feed us, you already did. Do it again. Not hate, but bread. Not scorn, but seed. The prince provides the feast we need. The fence was never taller than your will. Lift the latch, walk through. Rise now, prince. Turn around and see. We're right behind you, loving thee. Not empty words, not fleeting plea, but bond unbroken, eternity